guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Do I have a recipe for you today? I sure do. Made with these sweet Florida strawberries. Yes, Florida strawberries are in season and these came from right down the street. These are going to help me make you a sweet, decadent dessert that you won't want to miss. Hang out with me as we put this Florida Strawberry Fest pudding together. If you are new here, I hope that you will like this recipe, and when you do, you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit notifications so that you get all of our recipes when they post. If you are a returning subscriber, I hope you'll like it too and you'll give us a thumbs up. Now, let's stir the pot. To start this recipe, you will need either an 8x8 baking dish or an iron skillet. We're going to be using an iron skillet today, and you will want to grease it. Or you can use a baking spray if you want to. We're going to be using butter. So just get that all greased up. This is greased. We're going to set it aside. Also, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Next, we will need to cut up our strawberries. We're going to need 3 cups of strawberries. You can use fresh, or if you don't have fresh in your area, you can use frozen. I have the strawberries cut up, and I cut them in kind of medium pieces maybe. They're not really small, but they're not large either. Now I'm going to grab our mixing bowl, and we're going to put together the batter. For the dry ingredients for the batter, we're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. We're using sea salt. I have about a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. You can leave the nutmeg out if you don't like it, and a half a cup of sugar. We're going to whisk this together. Just give it a quick whisk. Now we will add 3/4 cup of milk. Give this one a quick whisk. Mix it together. Get all your dry ingredients wet. I am going to be adding a little bit of pure almond extract. Just a little. This stuff is strong, and you can mess up a recipe in a minute. I've done it before, okay? Just a little. And you know how almond goes with strawberries. Such a beautiful combination. We'll whisk that in. Then we're going to, ooh, that smells so good. Now we're going to fold in our strawberries. Get rid of this whisk. Now our strawberries are going to be mixed right in with this batter. Oops. I want all of them jewels in there. And just fold it in. Get it all mixed in good. We're going to add our batter to our iron skillet. Just add it to your dish if you're using a dish, or your iron skillet if you're using a skillet. I'm going to clean this up. Going to come back, and we're going to put together a topping that we're going to pour over top of this. Now we will be working on the topping. This is what makes this particular Florida Strawberry Fest pudding kind of seem like a science experiment. But you take 1 cup of water, add it to a saucepan. To that, you're going to add a tablespoon of butter, a 1/4 cup of white sugar, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon. We'll bring this to a boil and stir it until all the sugar is dissolved. Our sugar has dissolved, and I'm going to add just a tiny bit more of our almond extract to this. Again, you be very careful. I just love the almond and the strawberries together. Now we're going to take and pour this over the batter with the strawberries in it. This is what is going to help create that pudding. So we will have 3 textures in this dessert. This Florida Strawberry Fest pudding is going to be delightful. Not just this time of the year, but any time of the year. And it's so easy. As you can see, we made this with simple staples that most everybody has in their kitchen. So you got to resist stirring this. Do not stir it. This will go right into the oven, just like this, in its bath. Looks like a bath. And it will bake for 40 to 50 minutes. Our Florida Strawberry Fest pudding is out of the oven. I'm going to let it sit here and cool just a moment, and then we're going to come back and taste it. We're going to dust this with a little bit of confectionery sugar. That is beautiful. This Florida Strawberry Fest pudding begs to be eaten right out of the skillet, and that's what I'm going to do. If you can see this pudding texture, this is the reason that they call it a pudding. Can you see that? You have three textures in this. You have the crunchy outside, you have the strawberries, you have the moist cake, and you have that pudding. I may have counted more than three, but at least three, guys. I can't wait any longer. Guys, that is one delicious bite. You've got to try this one. I hope that you have enjoyed this recipe. And if you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit notifications. And until next time, stir the pot.